whatever kingdom that it can be, the principles of Christ will make you to reign. Once you practice these principles, you will reign. But the challenge is about the principles. They don't care whether you are saved or you are not saved. If you apply the principles of Christ, whether you are saved or you are not saved, they're going to work for you. The principles are like that. You see, there's a principle of the law of gravity. If I take this thing and throw it up, it's going to come down because it's the law of gravity. Yeah. It's a principle. If I put the seed in the ground, the seed is going to germinate and the plant is going to come out. Because it's a principle. In the ground, if I put an apple seed in the ground is not going to negotiate. The apple tree is going to come out. But if I put a bad seed in the ground, the soil cannot say this is a bad seed. It's still going to come out. The bad tree. That's a principle. It works like that. Once you discover a principle and use that principle, it's going to work for you. Whether you are born again or you are not born again. The challenge is about the children of the living God is that they neglected the principles. And they took the personship of Christ alone. And you cannot separate the personship of Christ and the principles of Christ. But so many born-again Christians, they have separated the principle. And because they've separated the principle, the people of the world, they took those principles. They use those principles. Go to any institution. Ask me, in that institution, if there is any principle that they are using that is outside the Bible. None of them. All of the principles that the world are using are the principles that you get them in the Bible. Amen. Any successful kingdom that is successful today in this world is successful because it uses the principles that we get it in the Bible. The principle of love. We're just going to take out that principle of love. In the book of Galatians chapter 5 verse 23. Verse 23, what does it say?
Meekness, self-control. Against such there is no law.
Yeah. Verse 23 starts with the love. So I wanted that part that says that against such there is no law. In this principle of the fruit of the Spirit, it says that there is no law. What does that mean? Against such there is no law. It means that principle of the fruit is above the law. Once you apply that principle of the fruit of the Spirit, the law doesn't apply then. It's above the law. No law can be able to overcome the principle of the fruit of the Spirit. Which is the love. We just started with the love. Verse 22, can you quickly open again in verse 22? But the fruit of the Spirit is love.
Joy,
peace, long suffering, kindness, goodness, faithfulness. So we started with the love. Next week we're going to deal with joy. Today we are just dealing with the love. The fruit of the Spirit is love. Now that love is the agape love, which is the love of God. This is the same love that God had. In the book of Genesis chapter 3, man fell. But after man fell, God came and looked for man.
Yeah.
What kind of love is that? The person has done what you told him not to do. You forbidden him to do this. And on top of that, this person listened to someone else that you hate. Actually, God doesn't hate the devil. With someone else that you don't take serious. This person went and listened to that person. But on top of that, God came to Adam and Eve. What kind of a love is that? He neglected the betrayal that man had. Because man betrayed God. But God came to him and spoke to him. Where are you? Where are you? And man failed geography. It's a location. Where are you?
Yeah.
Says that, no, I hate you. I'm naked. No, I'm not asking you are naked. I'm asking, where are you?
Yeah.
And he continues and says that the wife you gave, did you eat? He says that, no, the wife you gave me. Did you eat? went to the wife. And then your wife, not the snake. No, I'm asking you, wife, not the snake. Now when it looked into the snake, it looks and says that I've got no one to blame. But if you look on that context, the love of God was too much. God could have left man there. Because he did the biggest betrayal. After I've spoken to you like this, think about it. You have an agreement with someone. And in that agreement, you sign $1 billion deal. Actually, this deal that God had with man is even more than $1 billion. $1 trillion deal. After signing $1 trillion deal, you come back. The same person has sold everything to somebody insignificant. All including your shares. He sold everything to somebody insignificant. That's exactly what happened there. And your one and your only, remember that when God gave man the authority in this earth, he gave him everything. He didn't withhold anything. So God gave man everything of this world. And man gave everything what God has given to him to the devil. But after that, God comes to him. What kind of love is that? After we have sold everything to this man, and you say that this thing, it belongs to you, everything of it. I'm just going to come and visit you, but everything belongs to you. When you come back, he sold everything to another person. What are you going to do? If I was God, what are you going to do? If you were God, what were you going to do? But the compassion of God still came to him. He still continued to speak to him. You see this love that we are talking about? It's unconditional. Irrespective that you have done the biggest thing in me, but I still come back to you. And I still speak with you. And I, as God, come up with another plan. After you have sold everything, and you don't have a plan, but I, as God, I'm coming up with another plan. And the plan that I'm coming with is going to cost me more than what I've given you. Because I'm having my only son. I'm in a dilemma. If I'm sending my only son, Is he gonna come back? This is the dimension that God has love for us. This dimension that God has for us, which is the agape love.